Hey Internet, we're back, and we're gonna try out some new Shaman Frozen Throne cards because I got a quest to do that. So let's go ahead and make a new deck for Shaman, and then we'll see what we can do with it. I do have to win 4 games, but I'm in rank 19 right now. It is near the start of a new season, and I do have to get rid of one of these decks to try to take care of that. This I don't think that I need my original class priest. I've replaced with some things as part of the newer version to try to take out the Frozen Throne, the Witch King. So I'll just go ahead and get rid of this one. Or actually, Class Center. No, I don't need Class Center. That's only a deck that I have for the purpose of quests, and I don't need it for the purpose of that quest. So let's go ahead and make a new one. This will be my Frozen Throne Shaman deck, where I'm trying to use as many Frozen Throne cards as I can. Okay, and let's see my new cards first. See which of these I want to add. There's a bunch of Murloc cards. I don't know if I want to make a Murloc deck. I will try out the Snow Fury Giant. Not quite as good as the 4 mana 7/7, but this is standard, so I don't have access to that anymore. Destroy any frozen minion damage by this. It's not very good. I guess I'll try this out just because it synergizes with my Snow Fury. And it's not an overly bad card. Sure, I'll get 2 of these. And I don't plan on playing a Murloc deck, so these cards are not useful to me. It's a new card from a previous pack. I'll try one of these out. Freeze a minion, deal 3 damage to adjacent ones. I'll try one of these out. I don't really see the point of this card. There's better weapons you could get. So let's also look at Frozen Throne cards that I could add. I do not want a penguin. Your end of turn effects triggered twice. I don't have any yet. Give a friendly minion +1/+1. This is absolutely fine given that I'm playing Shaman. I'm going to have my hero power, which gets buffed up. So then what else we got? If your hero's here this turn, I'm going to be healing myself. Death Rattle, I don't need that. If it's your opponent's turn, summoning 2/1 ghoul. I don't want to play that on turn 3. Not going to really have many weapons. Not going to play Grim Necromancer. Keating Banshee so far is fine, just because I don't have anything that I care about losing. So I'll add 2 of these for now. I may remove them, but I'll just keep them in for now. This, I would rather play my taunts that cost 3 mana or 2/3 taunts. +1 for each minion that died this turn. Sunborn Valkyrie is fine. These cards are very good. This is very good. This is especially good given my hero power. These are good. Witch King is great. And this is also good given my hero power. I may potentially try a Dragon's deck at some point. And I'm not really going up against Jade, so I don't want that. Spell damage +2 is not something I want. And now let's go back to my Shaman cards and see how I want to round this deck out. Do I want an Evolve in this deck? It doesn't really synergize with Evolve except with Necrotic Geist. These are all 2 mana cards, which will become 3 mana cards. I guess I'll try it out and see if I want that. Lightning Bolt is generally good to have. Give me Death Rattle, resummon this minion. Don't I have something of that nature in this deck? Give a friendly minion Death Rattle, summon this minion. So I do kind of have Ancestral Spirit, but what would I really want to resummon? There are some Death Rattles I'd want to resummon. I guess I'll try one of these out for now. I do need some board clear, so let's get a Maelstrom Portal. I'm not going to be playing Jades. How many low mana minions do I have? Not that many. Flame Tongue is fine for now. Devolve is useful for getting past taunts. I don't know if I need it right now. Deal 4 damage to a minion. Stormforged Axe. It does synergize with the one Overload Snow Fury Giant that I have, but beyond that's not a really good card. Hex has not been nerfed yet. Let's get a Pharaoh Spirit because that's a good card. Let's get some card draw. Lightning Storm, Lava Burst is good. And then let's see what cards I want to swap out because I potentially don't want 2 Keening Banshees. Is this... Wait, is this... This is standard, right? This is a standard deck. I don't think I need Shaman as part of the name, do I? Yep. Oh, copy. I don't want to copy it. In any case, since I have access to 4 mana 7/7s, I don't see why I would need 2 of those. Actually, I'll keep one of them just to see how it works out, but it seems like 2 of these is better. Just generally seems better. And then beyond that, I think I have some legendaries I can play. Volcano's a good board clear. Bloodlust is always good in Shaman decks. These cards are good in Shaman decks. So Necrotic Geist, as opposed... Actually, the card that doesn't make any sense is Bone Drake, because I don't need that, so I'll add a Fire Elemental instead. It's the same stats, except this actually does something instantly. And then beyond that, I may potentially want a thing from below, which I may swap out for a Sunborn Valkyr, but we'll see how this works out. How many taunt minions? I just have the one Bone Mare to give my guy taunt. And I have 2 of these, and beyond that I don't have a way of forcing him to kill them. What else can I add in this deck? I kind of want Volcano, but it's not that good. A Doomhammer might be fine as opposed to a Stoneforge Axe, but that's mostly so I can have the early game control. The rest of these cards don't really help me have that. Don't have much card draw. An Earth Elemental might be better than one of these. I don't necessarily want 2 of these. I want to get Bloodlust in here somehow. So, given that I only have 1 activation for Skeletons, I'll swap that with Bloodlust, and let's see how this deck fares. We are going into the play mode. Rank 19, let's go, baby. Had my Warlock still selected from the previous game, but now we're going to get into these first games. And as usual, the game freezes a little bit while it's trying to load the opponent. Hopefully the game doesn't just crash. This gets worse and worse with every new patch. Okay, we found somebody. Let's go.
Thrall versus Rexa. Let the hunt begin.
So I will keep this. Lightning Storm is fine. Ancestral Spirit is a late game card, even though it costs 2 mana. You want to use that on your big minions, so there's no reason to keep that so early. I think I can get this to cost pretty cheap. So let's see if I can make some use of this Snow Fury Giant. For now, I'll just Hero Power, and then I can buff it up next turn if I want to. But honestly, Shattered Sun Cleric is a better option, because if you're going to be Hero Powering on turn 2, then you might as well play a 3/2 body that costs 3 mana, because otherwise I just end up with 1 wasted mana. Now that I think about it, Shattered Sun is a lot better than Fallen Sun Cleric. I don't really know why I have this in my deck. What am I going to buff up on turn 1? I don't have any really big turn 1 plays. Tunnel Shrug's not part of the thing anymore. And he's thinking a lot. Your turn's over, dude. Okay. I will go ahead and do this, and I'll save the evolve, because just evolving 2 minions is not that good. Let's say 1 mana, that's 2 mana, becomes a 2 mana and 3 mana. Those aren't very good minions. And I would prefer to start using it once I get the Necrotic Geist out here. There's that Devastator, baby. As if I knew he was going to play that. I had no idea. By Swanky Pants. Ooh. He's making use of the play dead. Okay. Okay. Well then I shall make use of Evolve to try to deal with this. Let's go ahead and go face, and then evolve all these. Dang, these are like some of the worst cards I could have gotten. In terms of stats, these are actually the worst cards that I could have gotten. It's so bad. And he gets that. Oh man. So if I had kept the Pharaoh Spirits, I would be in better shape now than I am. Isn't that sad? It's so very sad. At least I still have the Lightning Storm, but I don't want to accidentally kill his Devilsaur, you know? And I can't play that. I can't buff up my own guy. But if he wants to keep attacking that instead of going face, I'm absolutely fine with that. It seems he's already used his combo pieces. He's 4 mana to summon a 5/5. It's not overly good. Plus I can just kill it with the Fire Elemental next turn. Or if he trades into this, I can kill it with that. Or I can use Lightning Storm. I have a lot of options, basically. So Lightning Storm would take this down to 7 mana. But I can't play it on turn 7 because then I'd be overloaded for 2. And I may give a random friendly minion, deal 3 damage to adjacent ones. Given that I can just kill his guy without accidentally trigger his Devil Sword, I think that's probably the best play here. And now I can trade all of these out. And I don't necessarily want to give his Devil Sword +1/+1. If he wants to, he can trade it in, but I'm not going to do it for him. I'll just go face here. So this does not deal any face damage, doesn't freeze the face. So that's 2 extra face damage that I got in, which is fine. And he did have a Deadly Shot. I was considering that he might have that. It's upsetting. Since he just used a Deadly Shot, this is probably fine. I can't force him to attack this, so there's no reason to play it now. This doesn't trigger with anything. I don't really want to clear his board right now, so Voodoo Hexer seems like the best option. So far, this deck is not overly good. I'm probably going to have to change a couple things. I can already see that, the Cleric is a bad option in this deck, and then beyond that, my Evolve turn was pretty bad. I don't have a lot of things that combo with Evolve, so I may not even want that in this deck. Oh my god. I don't know if I have a very good way to deal with this. Swapping out Evolve for Volcano might even be a good option. Freeze any character damaged by this minion. Or I can freeze them right now, deal 3 damage to adjacent ones, so it's summon that, which I do not want to do. I can resummon this and kill most of his board. If I kill my own guys off, I can resummon that. And if I give him Death Rattle to resummon this, he has to get their 13 damage, which he has 15 damage on board. He can do it, but then I get 2 ghouls. I kind of like that option. I can't kill this, but that's perfectly fine, I think. Because how many other Death Rattle minions is he gonna have, do you think? Unless he top deck something good. Oh, he did top deck something good. That's a shame, but I can just kill it with my Lightning Storm. Should have killed your minions off first, but I guess he couldn't because he summons more guys. Imagine if I had another Evolve. So Evolve is actually not that bad in this deck. Okay, can I kill him? I have 10 damage on board, plus 4. It's 14 damage. I need another 3 damage from somewhere, which I do not have. I can keep refreshing these to do 4 damage each. If I kill this first, then that creates a scenario where he only summons one of them, and then I can... Yep, seems like the best play. Alright. Only summons the one. Now I can do this. Kill all of that, and then I can freeze his minion. And this puts me in a position to just win the game. It seems all your combos are over, Swanky Pants. What are you going to do? Aww, killed the best one. That's a shame. But he's still dead, right? Yep. So it's not a bad deck. Again, I think for now I'm just gonna swap the Shattered Sun. I'll play the Giant just because I can. I I might even need more Overload minions because it was difficult for me to get that Giant out. Although maybe I just drew poorly. I'm not sure. Let's upgrade that Shattered Sun. There's no reason to have the downgraded version here. I don't really have that many. What 1 mana minions? This I'm not going to play on turn 1, which means it makes no sense to have this one here. Uh, do I want a turn 3 play is the question. I have a lot of turn 3 plays. I may want Defender of Argus. Might be significantly better than having the Cleric in this deck. I think that's the only change I'll make for now. Because otherwise, it was decent enough as long as you play smart and you wait to use your AoE for maximum effect. Because I only have the one AoE, the one high damage AoE. I still have the Maelstrom Portal, but my only real board clear, I gotta make the most use of it that I can. And I did by freezing his minions and all of that nature. So that game was easily losable if I misplay my cards, but I did not. So we did fine. Gonna keep this for all his patches shenanigans in case he has it. This actually does make sense to keep both because I can't play both. I can't play this on turn 3 and this on turn 4, so I may potentially want to get rid of my Flame Breathe Faceless. But at the same time, I'll keep it just in case I want to play Feral Spirit on turn 3. I may just Hero Power on turn 3. We'll see how this goes. It's really dependent upon what he does or does not play. Okay. He coined out a Fiery War Axe, suggesting he's probably going to buff it next turn, and he didn't attack with either, suggesting he's probably going to buff it next turn. Which means I'll probably play Feral Spirit the turn afterwards, or Maelstrom Portal in case he plays his minions down and I need to be able to kill them. If I play... If I play my Feral Spirits, what ends up happening... Shut up. You don't need to say that so many times. Okay. So if I play my Feral Spirits, what ends up happening is... He can trade his weapon into it. He can use one of these. This survives. I can kill it with Maelstrom Portal turn afterwards. I'm on 2 mana. That summons a minion for me. It kills this. If he has the Pirate buff, then I can't actually do any of that because his Pirates get +1/+1. Meaning that I could potentially use Lava Burst to kill this turn, and then just Hero Power this turn, or I could Hex that this turn, and then save the Maelstrom for the turn afterwards. If I don't need to play Maelstrom, I can play Flame Breathe on turn 4. He's probably not going to have that many strong minions, and if I play this turn, I cannot Hex his Pirate buff, which means I can't use that. I think that's probably the best play to get these taunts up, and hope he doesn't have the Pirate Captain to buff up his minions. If he does, okay, not too bad, because I still have the Hex in hand. And I have the Lava Burst in hand as well. But if I do that, I can't quite kill all his crap, and I take 11 damage, dude. That's so much. If I kill 2 of these, this goes up to 7 health. It's at, or 7 damage at 3 health, and I summon a minion. So I think that's probably the best option, because now he can't buff his pirates, and he can't use any pirate combos, so I'm fine taking, I guess, 8 damage. It's one of the better options for me right now. And I do have the kill next turn, plus I can play this a turn afterwards. Okay. I can start turning this game around now, I think. Let us begin the turnaround. I'm on 3 mana the turn afterwards, which means I can Hex anything he plays, if it happens to be anything nasty, or I can Lava Burst if I don't need to Hex it. Obviously, Hex is used for silencing, and Lava Burst is used for every other application. Gain stats equal to your weapons. I can't just kill that. And if I do that, if I just kill it, this is 2 overload. I can play my Sunborn Valkyrie. I probably want to clear his board so that I can stabilize, otherwise he goes down to 19 health. I'm at 12 health. Hmm. I really think I want to stabilize here. So I'm going to trade out. I'm not entirely sure if my game's late deck or not, if it's mid-range or what it is. It's at least mid-range. I don't know if it's a late game deck, but since I have Lich King in my deck, I'm going to play the control game right now. I have control cards in my deck, so it makes sense. And that's, yeah. Oh, he traded. He didn't even go face. Wow. That's interesting. This I have nothing to play on. I don't know if I want to play this right now, but if I don't develop at all. I think I have to play this just because it's probably stronger than all his minions. And he seems to have run out of steam. He's got some sort of budget pirate deck, and it does not synergize overly well. So this creates a scenario where I can just kill that. Unless he does that. He could potentially execute my Lich King, but I do have Hex to try to take out this fledgling. It is a bit of a gamble because he could, if he kills my Lich King and then gets untargetable, then I'm in some damage. I can also play Voodoo and then Hex at this turn to make sure I deal with that, but I would rather get this out so that if I can get the Corpse Razor, I'd really want to cast that on my Lich King. Plus I want the Lich King card. It's not overly good. I don't really want to take damage right now. I'll probably only use this on a small minion. Okay. It's not the worst of things, it's not the best of things. So the question is, do I hex him or do I obliterate? Again, I don't necessarily want to take 4 damage. I could also play this and then obliterate his guy, or I could play this and hex his guy to set up for the lightning storm the turn afterwards. 5 damage, he has 3 cards. He needs to be able to do 10 damage with the cards in hand. He's not below 12 health, so he can't use 2 mortal strikes. He's used 1 reckless rocketeer. That costs 6 mana. He could potentially do another 5 damage of burst, plus another 4 heroic strike. He cannot kill me the turn afterwards, and I need to get these taunts up in order to be able to survive. This would freeze him if he does that, but I kind of want the damage out here so that I can put lethal on the board, and I will go ahead and hex this because I can lightning storm the turn afterwards. I don't want to obliterate it because that puts me in position to die. If I obliterate on the turn that I have lethal, then that's perfectly fine for me because I can guarantee that I don't die. But I do not want to. Yeah, there's the heroic strike. It's 8 damage. I can get the taunt up, which probably keeps me alive. Okay. So if I play the taunt, I get a resummon on the taunt. I don't think he can get through that. I think that's the GG. And basically I can't play Obliterate, is how this works. It's a dead card. It just kills me. It's quite possibly the worst card I could have gotten. Essentially what I did is I played an Iron Bark Protector. Alright. Might as well just try to take out his board, you know? No reason to keep any of this up. Because he's dead. Freeze any character damaged by this minion, so I can freeze him. Deal damage to the face. Get lethal on board. Kill his card. And now he's basically guaranteed to die next turn because he cannot get through these taunts. Well, play this deck is not bad. It's not bad at all. 2-0. That's the 2-0, baby. GG! Alright, subscribe, because I got more videos coming your way next. I got more videos coming your way. Next time, I'm going to get the other 2 wins. Going to continue my win streak. So thanks for watching and subscribe.